Hey parents, I want to come at you live again to give you not just some tips to stay sane in the quarantine, but to be intentional about it. We've been looking at John 10, where Jesus is the good shepherd, and the idea is for us to say, how does Jesus care for those around him and those under him, and how should we then care looking at his situation and what he modeled, and how should that influence? We got a tip that I think is going to help you out through this time. One of the things I love about Jesus in John 10 is he says that I'm the good shepherd, the sheep know me and I know them. There's an acknowledgement and a relationship. Jesus isn't a stranger to those he cares for, and you and I, we shouldn't be strangers either. We shouldn't be strangers relationally, we shouldn't be strangers emotionally, physically, or even spiritually. We should know our kids and they should know us well. I think that looks like us as parents being intentional to slow down and to enter their world and to connect with who they are right then and right there. Here's the tip, right? So when I was little, my dad would often take us fishing, and this is not a net to trap my kids, although it actually might be now that I'm looking at it. But this was a net that we would use to catch minnows. And I remember my dad teaching me to say, this is how you do it. You place this end down and you make sure you stick it in the ground as far as you can. And then somebody walks forward and they chase the minnows and you scoop it up. You're going to get a bunch of minnows. You can use them for bait and you can use them to catch fish. I remember that because my dad was taking time to show me a life skill. He wasn't a stranger. He was in my life. He was there for me. And he taught me things that he thought that I needed to know. We've got an amazing chance right now to look around and say, what are the life skills we want our kids to know? Do we want them to know how to read the Bible? Do we want them to know how to be kind? Do we want them to know how to wash the dishes, how to mow the grass, and how to build something? What do we want them to know? And we've got a chance to teach them. And when we teach them, we're not strangers. So let's do it well, and let's make the most of this time and love our kids and teach them some life skills so that we can be intentional during this time.